Hey guys, now for this whole week I'm just going to be doing superhero origins, like I said I would last week. So I thought I'd kick things off with one of Marvel's best heroes. I thought I'd start with Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man. Now, everyone pretty much knows the basics of Spider-Man, his powers, his identity, and how he came to be. But they know he was bitten by a spider, but they don't know what actually motivated him. Right, so Peter Parker, before he got his powers, was your typical high school nerd that everyone picked on. At the first glance at Peter, he didn't look like the superhero type. He looked more like the type that just did well in school and ended up doing something great with his life. But on a school field trip to a science exhibition, he was actually bitten by a radioactively enhanced spider. Not feeling too well, he left the exhibition and started to walk home when he discovered that he had gained superhuman abilities, his spider sense and his wall crawling abilities. And not only that, but later on he would discover his strength and agility. But with the powers he had found out he had, he entered a contest that he saw a flyer for, offering $100 to anyone who could stay in the ring with their champion wrestler. Making a disguise for himself in case he lost, he beat the wrestler with his enhanced agility and enhanced strength as well. Not only that, but when he got home, he developed web shooters for himself, so he would be able to swing. He'd be able to swing around and be able to tie up his opponents. And not only that, but he also used his powers to become a TV star. When it was revealed to the audience that it was with no special camera effects. After one show, a criminal ran past him with a police officer chasing him. The officer then turned to Spider-Man and then turned to Peter and said, "Why didn't you stop him?" He then shrugged it off and said, "I'm not interested, I only care about myself." It seemed more that this fame had gone to his head pretty quickly. And later on, when he returned home to his Aunt May and Uncle Ben, he found out that his Uncle Ben had been shot by a burglar. So he went back out there to try and find who had killed his uncle. And cornering him into a warehouse, he found out that the guy who shot his uncle was the same guy that he let go back at the TV station. Realizing that he was the cause of his uncle's death, he remembered something that he had told him. With great power comes great responsibility. So after that, he dedicated the rest of his life to fighting criminals in any city that he found. He dedicated his life to fighting criminals of New York. So, going by the name Spider-Man. Starting off with just normal criminals, bank robbers, muggers, murderers, he eventually grabbed the attention of some more dangerous foes like Green Goblin, Venom, Dr. Octopus, Mysterio, Rhino, and so on. But we have seen Spider-Man through so many different variations. We've seen him in the comics, in cartoons, and we've seen him portrayed by Tobey Maguire in the original Spider-Man films directed by Sam Raimi from 2002 to 2007. The first one's the best, but the third one is crap. Then in 2012, we saw Andrew Garfield portray Spider-Man in The Amazing Spider-Man from 2012 to 14. Those films aren't great. They're not great. but Andrew Garfield's portrayal of Spider-Man is probably my favourite one. And then in 2016, we got the arrival of Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe when he was in Captain America Civil War, being portrayed by Tom Holland, who in 2017 got his own Spider-Man film, Spider-Man Homecoming. And in 2018, he portrayed Spider-Man once again in Avengers Infinity War. I saw that on Friday. It's absolutely fantastic. It is brilliant. But Peter Parker Spider-Man isn't the only one. There are several different versions. There's Ben Reilly Spider-Man, or Scarlet Spider, I should say. We've got the Symbiote Spider-Man, which is Peter Parker as well. Armored Spider, Future Foundation Spider-Man, Iron Spider, which is Peter Parker again. But through all of them, Spider-Man is still your friendly neighborhood. Still your friendly neighborhood crime fighter. But his strength is not just physical, it's also emotional, as he's suffered so many deaths by the hands of characters like Green Goblin, Sandman, Venom, etc. With the Green Goblin, he murdered his first love, Gwen Stacy, after he threw her off a bridge. But when Spider-Man caught her, the shock of it was so bad, her neck broke, and she died. Which was actually brought into the films in The Amazing Spider-Man 2 in 2014. It was kind of the same, but a bit different as well. Well guys, that's it for today, but be sure to like and subscribe and comment what you think down below. And I'll be giving you another origin story tomorrow. I won't say who it is, so you'll just have to find out. Alright, so I'll see you guys later.